Imagine waking up one morning and checking your bank account, only to see a number that makes you smile for a second. $5,000, 10,000, maybe even a million if you were lucky. But then at exactly midnight, something impossible happens. Every dollar you own vanishes, not stolen, not frozen, not taxed. It simply expires. Just like milk left out too long, money now has a shelf life of exactly 24 hours. At first, people think it is a glitch, a banking error, a strange rumor spreading online. But when everyone checks their accounts the next morning and sees the same thing, panic spreads faster than fire. Cash in wallets turns to dust. Digital balances reset to zero. Credit, savings, retirement funds, emergency money, all gone. The only money that exists is the money created that day. If you do not spend it, trade it, or convert it before midnight, it disappears forever. The world changes overnight. The first thing people do is rush to spend everything they have. Stores are packed, supermarkets are chaos, gas stations are overflowing, restaurants are full from morning to night. People buy clothes they do not need, furniture they cannot fit in their homes, and food for days they may not even live to see. Everyone is trying to get rid of their money before it dies. The idea of saving becomes ridiculous. Why save something that will be gone by tomorrow? Why keep dollars in a bank account when you know they will be dust by midnight? The banks collapse almost immediately. Their entire purpose is based on holding money over time, and now time has become money's enemy. Savings accounts die. Fixed deposits die, retirement plans die. The stock market becomes unstable because people do not want profit next month. They want something that still exists after midnight tonight. Businesses stop thinking long-term. Governments panic because they can no longer budget for next year, next month, or even next week. Every day starts from zero. At first, people believe the poor will suffer the most. They are wrong. The poor, strangely, adapt faster than anyone else. They were already used to living day by day, so now the whole world has joined them. The rich, on the other hand, are the ones who struggle first. Billionaires wake up rich and go to sleep broke. A man who owned $10 billion yesterday has nothing by tomorrow morning. For the first time in history, having money is not the same as having power. Power now belongs to whoever can turn money into something real before midnight. That changes everything. People stop saving cash and start saving things that do not expire. Land becomes more valuable than gold. Buildings become more valuable than banknotes. Machines, farms, factories, water systems, power stations, and warehouses become the new form of wealth. If you own something useful, you are safe. If all you own is cash, you are already losing. Money is no longer wealth. Ownership is. And because of that, a new kind of rich person emerges. These are not the people with piles of money in their accounts. These are the people who own the roads, the apartments, the farms, the electricity, the food supply, the water, and the transport systems. They do not keep dollars. They convert them instantly into assets before midnight. They pay workers every morning and collect value in return before sunset. They never let money sit still long enough to die. Daily life becomes strange. People now treat payday like a race against the clock. The moment a salary arrives, the spending begins. Families plan carefully. Bills are paid early in the day. Groceries are bought before lunch. Children learn from a young age that money is something you move quickly, not something you keep. Restaurants stay open late because everyone is trying to use the last of their cash. Shopping malls become crowded every evening. Midnights are quiet, not because the world is asleep, but because everyone is waiting to see what survived and what disappeared. Crime changes too. Bank robbery becomes useless. Stealing money is pointless if it vanishes with the rest of the world's currency. Criminals stop chasing cash and start chasing objects. They steal food, gold, medicine, equipment, fuel, and property. Black markets explode because people are desperate for anything that will keep its value after midnight. Someone with a warehouse full of supplies is richer than someone with $1 million in their pocket. For the first time, the criminal world also has to think like an investor. Charities struggle. Hospitals struggle. Schools struggle. Governments struggle even harder. How do you plan a major project if your funds die every day? How do you build a bridge, a hospital, or a city over years when money cannot survive longer than a day? Everything becomes short term. The world loses patience. People stop dreaming in decades and start thinking in hours. Long term planning becomes a luxury only the clever can manage. Then, slowly, something even more disturbing happens. Scientists begin to notice a pattern. The money does not truly disappear. It goes somewhere. And every expired dollar, every vanished balance, every dead banknote seems to be transferred into a single hidden place. No one knows where, no one knows why, but the total amount never fully dies. It is being collected, stored, or consumed by something beyond public view. The world spirals into fear. Who is getting the money? Why does it vanish at midnight? Is it a person? A government? An AI? A system older than humanity itself? People begin to suspect that someone, somewhere, has been quietly becoming richer every single day, while everyone else believed their money was disappearing into nothing. Then comes the final shock. One night, after centuries of expired wealth, the hidden account is finally exposed. It is not owned by a person. It is not owned by a corporation. It is not even owned by a government. It belongs to the system itself. Money was never meant to be stored. It was meant to be consumed, recycled, and controlled. The world had been chasing currency while something larger had been feeding on it the whole time. By then, the planet has already changed. Money is no longer what rules humanity. Speed rules it. Ownership rules it. Control rules it. The people who survive are the ones who learned one simple lesson. In a world where money dies every day, value must be real before midnight. And if you lived in that world, you would not ask how much money you had. You would ask how much of it could still survive by tomorrow.